Well, Minister in the Office of the Attorney General with responsibility for legal affairs, Stuart Young, called out the opposition leader for trying to mislead the population during her budget response. He was responding to her claims that the People's Partnership did not spend $16 billion derived from dividends through the National Gas Company.
She told the population today that the Minister of Finance was misleading them when he said that they used $16 billion of cash from NGC. And she made a big hurrah, saying how in 4 months, this government used $3.5 billion from NGC. That $3.5 billion was actually the proceeds of the PPGPL IPO that they put in place before they left.
Minister Young was reading from the report of the Joint Select Committee on State Enterprises inquiring into the administration of the NGC.
The dividends paid for each consecutive year were $1.2 billion, $4.2 billion, $3.8 billion, and $6.8 billion, respectively. That $6.8 billion would have been in 2015. That totals $16 billion.
Minister Young reiterated that the opposition leader made a big hurrah about the government spending $3.5 billion from the proceeds of dividends from NGC. In June, the government announced that the National Gas Company paid $3.3 billion in dividends to the government between September 14, 2015 and April 30, 2017. Minister Young explained this paled in comparison to what the People's Partnership government spent.
Madam Speaker, on the basis of this report that has been laid in Parliament under the chairmanship of Senator Wade Mark, that is why I said, thank God they didn't get that $3.5 billion before they left office. Because they spent $16 billion paying out 11 and 11 and 8, so that's 22, 30 dividends. What company do you know pays 30 dividends in the space of 4 years?